Hey everyone, I'm Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. Come on into the craft room. I'm going to get us pulled up over here and we will get started. Let me find us. We're not showing up yet. Showing live. There we are. Okay. Make sure our volume is off. Where's our volume? There we go. Get pulled up. Come on. Well, Facebook is not wanting to play nice today. There we go. Hello, Miss Tracy. Hello, hello. All right. So when you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here. So what I have for you tonight is a little Valentine garland. I'll be real honest. I couldn't find mine. And so I decided let's make a new one. And so I designed a whole new one. So that's what we're doing tonight. So this is each letter. It's going to say love, and each letter has a couple of pieces to it. So you have the backer board, which is just kind of plain, but it's got the little heart detail around the edge. And then this little insert goes over the top of it, like so. And it's got that little faux shiplap going on. And then we're going to put the letters on like that. We're going to run twine through the top, string them together. In between, we have these sweet little hearts. We're going to put those in between with some beads, and we're going to make it all cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started painting. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to paint the back pieces black. We're going to stick with my whole black and white theme going on with just a little pop of red. That is how we are going to do it tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to separate these out. I'm going to go ahead and paint these first because these are going to be white and they're going to take a couple of coats. So we'll start with those. These we only have to paint the very edges black because they're going to be covered up. So that won't take but just a second to do. So we're going to start here with our hearts that we're painting white. So make sure you're commenting for a chance for Happy Mail. I will be drawing that here in the next few days. And you want to make sure you're in on that. All right. So we're just going to paint these, and then I'm going to use that little Dollar Tree tool, the little picker, to pick out those shiplap lines. Then we're probably even going to sand these a little bit because you guys know I like more of that distressed vibe going on my stuff. So I don't know where my other set was because I have another set we made. Hey, Cynthia. Goodness, I can't talk. Mom is doing much better. Bob is doing much better. I am doing much better. We're all on the mends. So that's very good. Gotta put this down. It'll be easier to do if it's down here. I can't see where that line is. I'm going to kind of line this up and so I get a general idea. Oh, it's right there. Sometimes you get too much paint in it and you can't even tell. Okay, so there's coat 1 on the first one, and you can see those lines are showing up good, which is what we were going for. So how's everybody's weather? Ours got nasty today. It started out kind of nice. It was warm. It wasn't too bad. When I left for work, it was like 40 something. And now it is 22 and snowing and very icy out. Because first it came in as rain and then the temperature dropped. So now it's ice underneath and then snow. So it took me an hour to commute home today. Normally it takes me about a half hour. So that was not very fun. And it mainly was because people were driving like idiots. I mainly take the highway, but I do have a rural road I have to take because I live in a tiny little village south of Toledo. And so when I was on 582, which is just, it's actually a state route, but it's just a little 2-lane road. And people were literally going between 5 and 10 miles an hour. Now, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. 5 inches of snow today, Bonnie. Goodness gracious. Tracy, currently 68, go down to the mid-50s and cloudy. I can't wait. 2 weeks, I'm going to be in your weather, Tracy. We leave on the 31st for our cruise. And we go to Miami first. I'm counting the days left to work. I have 12 work days left. And then I'm off for a week and I can't wait. It was a fair day, but for the rain, went to the beach for a bit. Mary, you're jealous. I'm so excited. This is our first cruise. We've never done a cruise. And I am so excited for it. Well, I can't find that one. Where is it? Let's start up here. Oh, I can't find this line. I'm not doing good on this one. We are so excited. I can't wait to get out of this crappy weather. You went to Alaska on a cruise. Hey, there's Miss Kimberly. I've not done Alaska. Well, this is our first cruise period, but I would like to do the Alaskan cruise at some point. But okay. So I got that last one. Well, darn it, I'm messing this one up. Let's do that one again. Well, where is it? have the first coat of these done. Went in mid-August. Yeah, you don't go to Alaska in the winter. I doubt they even cruise to Alaska in the winter. Alaska is not a winter trip. That is a summer trip. Okay, so while those are drying, we're going to just let those sit for a minute. Let them dry. We're going to probably have to do another coat. And then we will sand them a little. Hey, Sonia. I bet you do, Miss Kimberly. So Miss Kimberly fell. I work with Kim. And she fell going into a client and broke her shoulder, and now just was told she may need rotator cuff surgery. I feel for her because, as you all know, I just had my second one of those on my second shoulder last May. So I get it. It's not fun. Well, it wasn't last May. It was May of 24 when I had mine. Knock on wood, I didn't have any surgeries last year. I had 3 the year before, so yeah. Pretty happy about that. Okay, so like I said, I'm not worried about the middle of that. I'm just painting the edges, and I went way too far in, but that's okay. Oh, crud. Well, I know Verizon's having issues, so I wouldn't be surprised if Facebook is having issues too, because I know Verizon's got a big outage going on. I saw that on the news. Fortunately, I have AT&T, so it's not an issue for me. Right? I know. Kim is just in, and mind you, that Kim, how long ago was it? A year ago? She fell off her porch and broke her neck. Or her back. I think it was her neck. And had to have surgery from that she's still recovering from, because something about her esophagus, she can't swallow, so she's been on a liquid diet since. So yeah, she needs all the prayers she can get. She's had a rough go of it. And I think we all need to invest in bubble wrap for both her and us, because between Bob and me, we've had quite a bit going on lately. So bubble wrap would be a good thing for all of us. Back in 24, neck in 25. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Kim, you've been a mess. So I was right. You did both. I thought it was one or the other. I forgot it was both. Yeah, she's been a mess. And didn't you do something to your ankle? You were in a boot for a while too. She's had her share of it, man, let me tell you. All right, so let me move these over. And I think we're going to paint these little ones black too. There's not going to be a whole lot of black showing because all of the... Right? Yes, Mom could roll us around. Right? I know. Kim has been a mess. Bonnie, how's your daughter doing, if you don't mind it being public on here? Or you can IM me later if you'd prefer. All right, so for these, I am going to just sponge them up and down. Makes quick work of this. Hello, Bonnie. Okay, I think those are good. So we're going to set those aside to dry. And then we're going to come in with our red and do the letters. Got a bunch of paint right there. Hi, Sue. You might be able to paint large surfaces left-handed. You can paint them. I'm not sure if you're gonna like try to do any detail on them or not. That might be a little tricky, but right? That's a good way to put it, Tracy. She's accident prone, and we need God to put a hedge of protection around her, because my goodness. Yeah, she's had a go of it lately. That's I asked her, have you had a bone density scan? Because you break a lot of stuff, girl. She said she had, so. She didn't judge your payroll, Kimberly. You're fine. Yeah, so as I'm going on my cruise, Mom is filling in for me at work because she works for me. And we need somebody to step in and do some of my work while I'm gone. And so that's Mom. She was practicing this week, trying to refresh because she hasn't done it in a while. Your sister's the same. Accident prone, I'm assuming. Hi, Pamela. Kimberly, did you see that? Your name got drawn. I don't know if we're going to need another coat, actually, because we're going to sand this anyways. I think we might be good. Let's see when they're completely dry. We just got our 5th chemo treatment. Monday, went today and had treatment. She went home, removed the fort. Went home with removed from the fort. Not sleeping well, no appetite. She's losing her hair, but she is with us. That's all that matters. Amen. I've been continuing to pray for her. How many more cancer treatments does she have, Bonnie? Have they said how many that she's scheduled for? Yes, accident prone. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do any more on this. I think these are going to be fine. By the time we do our sanding on them, they're going to be good. There's a few little brush strokes, but other than that, they look pretty good. 7 more. Oh, goodness. So she's not quite halfway, but she's getting there. Okay, so I'm going to take my little gator. And I am just going to kind of rough them up a little, especially around my edges. And I'm going to go with the grain of the shiplap with sanding. see, I've got it a little roughed up just the way I like it. You guys know I love that. So we ordered on Amazon, and they just came today, some masks for snorkeling. One of our excursions will be snorkeling, and yes, they'll give us snorkel and a mask, but a couple things. One, we're going to be in a couple of places that we're not doing an excursion that we may want to snorkel. So I thought it would be best if we had our own. And secondly, then with all the illnesses and stuff going around, do they really sanitize those very well? I don't know. So I'd really rather not put somebody else's slobber in my mouth, if you know what I'm saying. That's kind of gross. So anyway, so we got some, and we opted for the full face masks this time instead of just the mask. So it's kind of cool. You don't have to put a snorkel in your mouth. You just breathe normally. And, you know, the snorkel just goes up, and kind of cool. They just came in today, so I'm kind of excited for those. Okay. So we got all of those all dinged up a little bit. I think they look perfect. Those look exactly like I like. Let's get rid of some of this dust off of here. This was off of Amazon. I don't know. I don't think it has a brand name. No, it doesn't. It was on Amazon. It says it's a heat gun, MF 300, AC 120 volt. I'm not sure. It's on Amazon is where I got it. And I love this thing. As you can tell, it's been very loved. It's got paint all over it, but I love it. It works well. Well, thanks, Bonnie. Yeah, I'll post a picture of it because it's kind of funny. I took a picture of me in my new mask, and it's kind of funny looking. I sent it to Mom. I was telling Mom about them, and I sent her the picture. I'm going to get these dried up, and we're going to do the same thing with them. We're going to sand those a little. Oh, we're doing good. Okay. All right, so we're just going to do the same thing on these. If you don't have a gator, you need to get one. These things are great. I love my gator sander. They come in different sizes, and I have a bigger one as well. And I use the heck out of that bigger one, especially out in the garage. Because sometimes when you cut with a laser, something doesn't cut perfectly, and you might have a little bit of a rough edge. Not all the time. It's rare, but it does happen from occasionally. And I just take I have one of these out there that's the bigger version, and I just zip right through it and cleans up that edge super easy. Okay, so as you can see, we roughed up the edges of those. So we're going to set those aside. And are these dry? Not quite. Let's dry these. Yeah, they're not expensive at all. Hello, Jessica from Parties, Decor, and More. Yeah, Timu's got them for like $5. They're great. All right, pull these off, and we're going to do the same thing to these guys. These are a little harder just because they're small. These we're just going to do our edges. You guys know I like that farmhousey, vintagey vibe. So that's what we're doing. And of course you could do this in the pinks and the reds and the purples and all of the traditional Valentine. But you guys know me. I'm the black and white girl. I like the black and white. I'm going to do a little pop. Well, the letters are going to be red. And we're going to use a little bit of red beads, I think, in between them. And other than that, it's going to be black and white. Because that's my jam. I don't know. I haven't really talked about it with her. Mom, do you want craft while I'm gone? You want to go live on my page? Okay. Hi, Lori with Lavender and Lace with Lori. Oh, there you go. Amazon has this little gator for only $5.49 with a lot of the strips. So there you go. You can get it very inexpensively. All right, we're going to put that out of the way. I think we're going to use our black and white butcher's twine. Well, let's put these together first. I was getting ahead of myself. We need to put them together before we string them. Okay, so Mom says no. So no, Kim, she will not be crafting on my page. So we have peel and stick on the back of all of our kits. So you just need to line it up because once you press it down, it's down. Okay, as you can see, it is stuck on there now. Okay, and we're going to put our L on this one. I'm surprised I didn't use buffalo. I know, but I wanted the shiplap lines to show. Okay, so there's our L. Let's go to the next one. There you go, Mom. You could do a resin project. Hey, Shannon from Rosebrook Cottage. Welcome, welcome. If you guys see all my friends on here, all my other crafty friends, be sure to give them a follow as well. I know they'd appreciate it. And if you are on here, feel free to come on your page name. I do not mind one bit. Kim, there you go. What if we beg? The fans want to see it, Mom. I think we will have Wi-Fi on the ship because I think we're going to... AT&T has a cruise package. We have AT&T. And they have a cruise package. So I think we're going to... And you only pay for it on the days that you actually use it. So I think we're going to get that. So I should have Wi-Fi, which would be great. I know the ship's Wi-Fi is sketchy at best from everything I've heard, so I was looking into other options. Nope, she says she's not doing it because she doesn't like to have a time limit. What if I get Peril done right away? These are for my kit, Janice. These are from my website. This is my kit. I think Mom put the link in here already somewhere. Well, it would be too cold if we were outside, Tracy, but inside it's fine. Okay, so we have all of our pieces are put together. Okay, so now let's go ahead and string this. Okay, perfect. We still have 15 minutes. That should be plenty of time. Let me find my little bead threader that Miss Kimberly sent me. All right, so I go to Hobby Lobby as soon as they put Christmas on clearance or on sale, and I get the beads, okay? And they're strung, and I just unstring them, and I put them on here, so they're already painted, so I don't have to do any work. It's great. I get the white and the black and the, I think I have black. Do I have black? Yeah, there's black up there. I have white and black and red. All right, let's go a little longer. Just make sure we have plenty of string. Hey, Sherry. All right, so I'm just going to put a loop on the one end. Tie it off so we have something to hang it from. Okay, just like that. We just have a little loop. Okay, just a little loop. And I'm going to cut this excess off. And then we're going to go down to this end. And I need to do this backwards though. So we need to do all right, so let's start with trying to decide how I want to string these. Let's do, you know what, let's do both. I have white ones right here too. So we're going to do a white, or a red, a white, and a red. Well, nope, I need to do it this way. I don't know why I just confused myself, but I did. So I need to get these in order. Okay. Where's my end? Here it is. Well, I'm just getting all tangled up here, guys. How did I get that in the middle? I don't know. Okay. So then we're going to go in the front and out the back. Slide that guy on. Yep, that'll work. Okay, and then we're going to do another. And just keep repeating our pattern. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Here, I'll show you. Isn't that cute? That's going to be cute. Okay. Now, we need to go in the top. We're going to go in this one and back around through this one. Oh, I like that a lot. I like it, I like it, I like it. I like it when a plan comes together. And then we're just going to keep repeating this. We're going to do the 3 beads. We're going to do the little heart. my end go? Here it is. We're going to go in the front, through the back. Thanks, Mary. Uh-oh, I got a knot in my twine. That's not good. There we go. Okay, and then we're just going to keep repeating this pattern till we get them all on. Thanks, Shannon. So again, I'm holding true to my black and white, and I'm just adding a little pop of red. So there's very little red on these. It's just the letters and then the beads. Everything else is my black and white. Slide that down. And then we're going to go in the front, through the back. So the kit comes with the 4 bigger hearts with the letters and then 6 of the small hearts. So you can go start 1 on each end and in between. Actually, do we only need 5? We might only need 5, but you're getting 6, so you have an extra. Thanks, Lynn. Okay, go in the front, out the back. Repeat. I really like adding beads to garland because 1, it gives you more space, you know, it takes up space. And 2, I think it's really cute because it gives you that extra, little extra wow factor. Little extra details. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're good. We have 7 minutes and we're almost done. Yeah, you're going to have an extra heart, I think. Yep, you are. But that's okay. You really only need 5 to go every other one. But apparently I couldn't think of that last night when I was making this kit. I was like, yeah, you need 6. There's 4 hearts, 1 in between. That would be 6. No, it's not. Correct, Mary. That is correct. You don't see it because it's going behind it. That's why it's important to go from in the front hole on the one side to the back on the other. And that way it doesn't show. I mean, I am using black and white twine, so it wouldn't hurt if it was seen, but I just think it's cuter. So like here, I'm going in the front. My end is getting very frayed. And then back through the back hole. So the twine is going on the back of it. You can see it's going there instead of on the front. So that way you're kind of hiding it. It's not covering up your prettiness. Yeah, Facebook doesn't like us to put the links in our post anymore, so it will be in the comments from now on because they throttle your content if you put it in the You're allowed, I think, 2 or 4 a month or something, but I'm just gonna pass. I might do it for certain things, but most of my things I won't put the link. Because they're making it difficult for us. Okay. So we need to do beads. Yeah, there, Mom just posted it again. This would be so cute on a mantle. You know, on a shelf, like right behind me, this shelf, it would be super cute on. It would be, I'm going to hang it. I have a little shelf in my living room, and I have a little like table underneath it, and that's where I'm going to put it. That's where I put all my garlands, and I love it there. I have my little niche set up there. I like what you did there, Sherry. That's cute. Thank you. Okay. And one more. One more and we are done, and we have 5 minutes to spare. That's perfect. Where's my end? Here it is. All right, and we are done. I'm not going to tie this off yet because I don't know how long I need it for the space that I'm putting it. But I know it's going to be really hard to see it this way. But you get the gist. Okay. So yes, and it's kind of heavy, but it'll be fine. And again, I'm not going to tie this off. I've got way more string than I need. And I'm not going to tie this off until I get out, put it where I'm going to put it, and get the length right. Because I can always space it out a little more if it needs to be. And yes, I gave you an extra little heart that you don't really need, but that's all good. Thanks, Mary. Thanks, Bonnie. Let's scroll back through here and see if I missed anything. Oh, welcome, Janice. I'm so glad you're here. I usually go live at 7 on Wednesdays. It's usually my Craft Around the Clock segment, most of the time. Bonnie, you like the beads on Garland too? Okay, I think I'm pretty caught up. Okay, well, that is all I have for you tonight. So if you are in the area that's getting all this weather, please stay safe. I know my drive tomorrow is probably going to be pretty treacherous, but I'll just take it slow and I'll be fine. But anyone else that's out and about, please be careful. And we want you to get home in one piece. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a great evening, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.